Hello. Finally, I get a chance to come to the mat and do a little sequence for you both for about 15 minutes just to move and breathe the body. So I hope this brings joy to your day. Let's get started in a comfortable seat with the legs out in front. Take a moment here. Close down the eyes. Tuck the chin into the chest and take a nice big full deep inhale and exhale through the mouth and a sigh. Feel yourself arriving to the mat. Take another 3 cycles. Inhale deeply down into the belly. Exhale through the mouth like you want to let go of the tension out of the body. Feel yourself arriving to the mat. Take a moment here to settle into the breath. Move the breath inwards, through the nose, deep down into the belly. And exhale through the nose. Feel the belly pull back to the spine. Empty out the breath. Starting to move into the Ujjayi breath now as we send the breath from the back of the throat. Anchor into the sound of your own breath. Start to slow the breath down. Maybe you'd like to count. Inhale for a count to 4. Exhale for a count to 6. Take a few more rounds of this breath here. Feel yourself coming into a present awareness as we take the journey inwards. And we start to feel into the wisdom of the body as we move with our breath. Opening up the eyes here now as we bring the hands out to the side. Reach up on your inhale. Palms touch above the head. Exhale back into the heart. Reminding ourselves to lead with our hearts. Honoring the body by being compassionate and kind as we take ourselves through these movements. 2 more rounds here. Inhale, reach up nice and tall. Shoulders away from ears, palms touch. Exhale back to the heart. 1 more round here. Inhale. Palms touch above the head. Exhale back to the heart as we start to move and breathe the body. Bring the hands under the right thigh. Bend up through the knee. Inhale, bring the knee into the chest. Exhale, press away strongly, pulling the toes back to the shins. Hover the foot. Inhale, bring the knee back into the chest, and exhale, press away. 3 more rounds here. Connecting into the breath. Can you let the breath lead your movement? This time, as we bring the foot in, place the sole of the foot next to the knee. Take the left hand onto the ankle, right hand onto the inside of the knee. Take the knee outwards on the inhale. Exhale to close. Taking 3 rounds here. Try and keep the hips stable, facing forward and just opening out the knee. This time, as you take the knee outwards, gently pulse the knee. Like you want to take the knee down to the floor and open out through the hip a little more. Breathe here. On your next inhale, bring the knee back into the chest, tuck the elbow into the knee, pick up the foot with the left hand and gently rock the hip from side to side. Maybe you'd like to circle out through the hip here. Sense into the hip. Taking nice big circles. Going back the other way. circling through the hip and gently rocking from side to side again. Take the foot to the outside of the left leg, ground it down next to the knee. Inhale, reach up nice and high, shoulders away from the ears. Take the left hand, the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, ground down the right arm like it's a spine. Feel yourself length on the inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist, look over your shoulder. Take another 2 cycles of breath here. As you inhale, lengthen out through the crown, right down to your sit bones. Exhale, deepen into the twist, taking your eyes over the shoulder. On your inhale, bring the body and head back to center. Take the leg back and extend it out nice and long and give the legs a shake. Let's come into the other side now. Take the hands under the left thigh, bend up through the knee. Inhale, bring the knee into the chest. Exhale, press away. Dorsiflex the toes come back towards the shin. 3 rounds here, inhaling to bring into the chest, exhale to hover the foot. This time as you come in, ground the foot next to your knee. Right hand comes to the left ankle. Left hand comes to the inside of the knee and open outwards on your inhale. Exhale to close. Working into the hips here. This time hold the knee outwards and gently pulse the knee like you want to bring the knee down to the floor. Breathing here. Pick up the knee, bring it back to center. Take it into the elbow, into the crotch of the elbow. Pick up the ankle, the sole of the foot with the right hand and gently rock from side to side. Rocking the baby, feeling into the hip here. Maybe you'd like to circle out through that hip. Send your prana into the hip, circling back the other way. And gently, again, rocking from side to side. Taking that left foot, taking it to the outside of the right knee. Inhale to extend up, and we come into a twist on this side, shoulders away from ears. Take the right elbow to the outside of the left knee, ground down the left palm like it's an extension to your spine. Inhale to lengthen through the crown down to your sit bones. Exhale to twist and look over the shoulder. Take 2 more rounds of breath here. On your next inhale, bring yourself back to center. Untwist the legs, extend the left leg nice and long, and give your legs a shake. Bring the soles of the feet in together, knees come out wide. Bring the hands down to the soles of the feet and gently pulse the knees. Coming into stillness now, maybe you can fold forward, going inward for a moment. Taking a nice inhale, bring the chest forward, looking forward, and exhale, bring the head down. Tapping into our wisdom here for a moment. How have we arrived to the mat? Take a nice big deep inhale here. Exhale through the mouth like you want to let go of any tension or stress in the body. coming into stillness here. On your next inhale, bring the body up. Take the knees round behind you and let's come onto all fours. Coming into our cat-cows. Again, the wrists are underneath the shoulders. Check that your knees are under the hips. Feel into the body here. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Press down through the front faces of the foot. On the exhale, press away strongly with the hands and look to your belly. Doming through the back, bringing the pelvis forward. Inhale, the chest comes through the hands. Look up, send the sit bones high, and the belly scoops down towards the ground. Feel the arch in the back. Exhale, press yourself back into cat. Dome through that back. Pull the pelvis in towards the hands. Look to the belly. Open up through the shoulder blades. Let the breath lead your movement as you come through into your inhale. Sit bones lift high. Dropping the belly down. Bringing the chest through the hands and look up. Gentle stretch through the front of the throat. Exhale, press away again back into cat, letting your breath lead the movement, going as fast or as slow as you would like to go. Take a few rounds here between cat and back to cow. Sensing into the spine here. Taking one more round. Settle back onto the knees here. Bring the hands back to the thighs, roll out through the shoulders. Give the hands and the wrists a little bit of a shake. Circle out. Let's come into a small flow here. As we inhale, we lift up nice and high on the knees. Reach up, shoulders away from ears. Look up. Gentle back bend as you press the pelvis forward. Exhale, extend the hands nice and long. Bring the chest down to the mat. Coming into Anahata. Sink the chest down. Nice stretch for the underarms here. On your next exhale, bring yourself down onto your belly. We set up into Cobra or Sphinx. Sphinx is with the hands pressed out in front of us. I'll just scoot back so you can see me a little clearer. Elbows are underneath shoulders. Hands are directly out in front. Spread the fingers wide. And like you want to pull the hands back to the belly. Feel the chest come through between the shoulders, between the arms. Breathe here. The feet can be a little wider to take the pressure off the lower back, or you can have the feet together. Exhale, bring your forehead back down to the earth. The hands come under shoulders. On your next inhale, press your way back up into child's pose. As you bring the sit bones back to the heels, extend the arms nice and long. Bringing the head down, the forehead meets on the earth. Take a nice deep full inhale and exhale here. Let's repeat that flow and we'll add on. Inhale, lift up nice and high. Come up onto the tops of your knees. Gentle back bend here. As you exhale, slide forward into Anahata. Arms come nice and long. Sit bones stay high as we sink the chest down. The chin meets the mat. On your next exhale, bring the belly down and bring yourself forward. This time we set up for our cobra. Hands are under shoulders. Gently press up on the inhale and exhale down. Let's repeat this 2 more times. Inhale to press up. Exhale to come down. Inhale to lift. This time we can hold for a full inhale and exhale here, feeling into the lower back. And exhale to come down. We're going to set up for a little strength movement here to feel into our core. Bring the elbows under the shoulders. The hands are directly out in front of us. Your index finger is pointing straight ahead. Elbows are shoulder distance apart. Come into tucking the toes and come into our plank on our elbows. Nice strength movement here. Press up, press out strongly through the heels. One long line from crown right down to the heels, making sure that your bum is not pressed up. You are one straight line. Take another 3 breaths here. Feel into your core, your center of your willpower. And when you're ready, come back down onto the belly. Take the elbows nice and wide, one hand on top of the other, and bring the forehead down. Gently rock the hips from side to side and ask the body to release. Taking the hands, placing them under the shoulders as we press our way up on our inhale, back into our child's pose. Pressing the sit bones back to the heels, let the forehead sink back to the earth. Take a nice big deep full inhale and exhale here. Spread those fingers a little longer, like you can reach another centimetre down the mat. Tuck the toes under and meet me in downward facing dog. Take a look at those hands. Are they shoulder distance apart? Have a look at the feet. Are they pointing forward and hip distance apart? Put a deep bend into the knees and lift the sit bones nice and high as you press the chest back to the thighs. Just let the head hang here. Take a nice big deep full inhale and exhale through the mouth like you want to release all the tension out of the body. Give a wee shake through the head, nod yes and no. Let go of the tension in the head, the neck, the jaw. Gently walk out through the dog. Press one heel down as you come up onto the toes of the other, switching sides. Gently place your feet one at a time. Walk up to the front of the mat so the feet come between the hands, shoulder distance apart. Bring the chest down to the thighs. Let the head hang here in our forward fold. Cross the hands at opposite elbows. Again, let go of the tension through the head, the neck, the jaw. Gently sway here. Connect into your breath. Maybe you'd like to let the breath go through the mouth, releasing the tension from the body. Coming into stillness now, as we put a deep bend in the knees, press down strongly through the heels and roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. Bringing the chest and the head up last as we roll out through the shoulders and open our way up. Open the hands out wide. Inhale, reach the hands above the head, palms touch, and exhale. back into the heart. Let's set our posture now, coming into our Tadasana. Make sure the feet are pointing forward. The feet are underneath the hips. Roll out through the shoulders as you open up the hands. Feel the chest open, tuck the chin. Feel the long line from crown down to your feet. Are your ankles under your hips? The hips are under the shoulders. The ears in line with the shoulders as you press the head back. Feel yourself in your posture. Feel grounded and centered here as you connect into your breath. Let's come into a balance now as we bring the hands to the heart, or maybe you'd like to put them on your hips. Come over onto your right foot, taking the weight as you lift up onto the toes of the left. We come into our tree pose, taking those toes onto the inside of the calf, sole resting on the inside of the right calf. Or maybe you can take that foot a little higher onto the calf. Taking it above the knee, we can press it into the thigh. Maybe you'd like to use something like a chair to help you balance. Or trust your balance. Roll out through the shoulders, open through the chest. Bring the hands to the heart. Set your drishti nice and strong, your focus. When you're ready, inhale, reach up and open out your branches. Let the heart shine. Bring the hands back to prayer above the head. Exhale back into the heart. Bring that knee forward and lift it high on the inhale. Then kick out the foot. Extend it, dorsiflex the toes. Feel the engagement of the thigh. And exhale to gently bring it back to the earth. Give yourself a shake out. Coming into the other side now. Set your Tadasana. Feel your balance. Feel the groundedness, the center. Come over and bring the weight onto the left foot. Pick up the right onto the right toes. Open out the hip. Place the foot on the inside. The sole of the foot goes to the inside of the left calf. Remain here or challenge yourself. Raising the left foot onto the calf or above the knee, not onto the joint. Take it into the thigh. Open out through that hip, that knee's opening out nice and strong. Press the hands together at the heart. Set your drishti, your focus, and when you're ready, inhale to lift up. Open out those branches nice and wide. Let the heart shine. Maybe you can challenge yourself by looking up towards your branches. Reach through the fingertips. And when you're ready, hands come in prayer above the head and exhale back into the heart. Bring that knee forward. Lift it up nice and high and then kick out with that foot. Dorsiflex the toes. Feel the engagement here. Can you lift it a little higher? And exhale. Float it back down to alongside the left foot. Give yourself a little shake. Well done. Let's come into a gentle flow here now. And then we'll make our way down to the mat. So come to the front of your mat. Come into Tadasana. Hands start at the heart, reminding ourselves to lead with our heart. Open out the hands. Set your posture here. Roll out through the shoulders. Inhale to reach up nice and high. Exhale to forward fold. Halfway lift on the inhale. Hands come to shins, straight back, look forward. Feel that engagement through the hamstrings as the sit bones press out. Exhale, forward fold here, letting the head come down. Take the hands underneath the shoulders. Step back into our downward facing dog. Drop down onto the knees as you lift up nice and high. Step forward with the right foot. Left knee is still grounded on the mat. When you're ready, inhale, reach up here nice and high. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale, the hands come down. This time, we tuck the toes of the back foot and we inhale, pick up onto the back leg, extend it nice and strong, press out through the heel. Inhale to lift up nice and strong. You can come into warrior one if you want to drop that back heel down. Take the toes out on a diagonal so the hips are facing forward, and inhale, reach up. Open out into our warrior two. The back foot is along to the parallel of the short edge of the mat. Heel to arch alignment, or maybe take that right foot just out a little further. Set your stability and drop into that front knee. Make sure you can see your toes and make sure the knee is opening outwards. Engage through your core, pull the belly back to the spine and reach strong through the fingertips. Flip the front palm, lift up the top arm, the right arm as we drop the left arm back. We're coming into reverse warrior here. Inhale as we come forward into our warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Reach back with the hip as you reach forward with your right fingertips. We set up for our Trikonasana here. As we go as far forward as we can, drop the right hand down to the inside of the calf as we reach up nice and high with that left arm. Feel yourself like you're opening out between a pane of glass. Open up through that top shoulder. You might want to just bring that left hand to your hip and feel you roll out through that top shoulder. Look up, or if it's better for your neck, look down. Feel yourself radiate from your core. Take another big, deep, full inhale here. On your next exhale, drop down into that knee, that front knee bends as we come into our warrior two. Open up to the long edge of the mat here now. Turn that front foot to face the long edge of the mat. Let's come into a wide angle forward fold. Hands comes to hips. Let the chest shine. Look up, lift the chin and look skywards. Exhale, fold forward at the hips. Come down. Bring the hands down to the outside of the ankles. Feel yourself letting the head just hang here. Again, let go of the tension through the head, the neck, the jaw. Taking one more deep, full round of breath here. On your next inhale, put a deep bend into those knees as you take the arms wide. Inhale brings you back up. Palms meet above the head. Exhale back into the heart. Turn and face the front foot forward and step to the front of the mat. Take a little shake here. Let's move into the other side now. Set your Tadasana. Feel yourself centered, grounded. Inhale to reach up nice and high. Exhale to fold forward. Your halfway lift on the inhale, hands to shins, nice straight back, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Place the hands down underneath the shoulders. Step back into our downward facing dog. We come into the other side now as we drop down onto the knees. Inhale to lift up nice and high. Step through with the right leg, making sure that you're on the opposite leg. And I'm quite sure it would be. my left. So making sure you're coming into the opposite side to balance out the body here. When you're ready and you feel grounded, inhale, reach up nice and high. Shoulders away from ears. Breathe here. On your exhale, bring the hands back down to the knees. Tuck the back toes and extend through that back leg. Press out strongly through the heel. Make sure your railway track alignment to help with your stability. The left leg might want to come out a little bit wider onto the outer edge of the mat so you get yourself nice and grounded and stable here. And when you're ready, inhale to lift those arms up nice and high. You can come into that warrior one where you drop the back heel down and the angle of the foot runs out on a diagonal, helping you bring the hips forward. Inhale to reach up. Open out into your warrior two as you bring the short edge of the mat parallel to your foot as the long edge of your foot. Set your stability again, and when you're ready, drop down into that front knee, opening out the knee and making sure you see the toes. Pull in through the core, pull the belly back to the spine, reach through the fingertips. Flip the front palm and come into our reverse warriors. We lift up through the left hand as we drop the right hand down the back of the leg. As you inhale, come forward with the hands again, straighten the front leg. We set up into Trikonasana on this side. Reach back with that back hip as far as you can go as you reach forward with the front hand. When you're ready, open up the arms. The hand comes to the inside of the calf and reach up with the right hand. Feel yourself again. You might want to take the right hand to the hip and roll out through that top shoulder. Look up and then reach up, looking to the palm of the hand. Feel yourself radiating from your core. Take 3 nice big deep full breaths here. When you're ready, take your head down to look down to your toes. Put a deep bend into that front knee as we come back into our warrior two and come to the long edge of the mat, coming again into our wide-legged forward fold. Take the hands behind you, collapse the hands, reach the knuckles down, open out through the sternum as the shoulders roll back and down, and then exhale forward, bringing the hands up and over. Let the head hang here. Take 3 nice deep full breaths. On your next inhale, bring yourself back up. Turn to face the front of the mat as you let the hands go and step up to the front of the mat. Give yourself a little shake here. Let's do some tension release before we head back down to the floor. On your inhale, bring the hands forward. Exhale here as the hands come back beside you. Inhale, take them out to the sides. And exhale here, bring the hands beside. Inhale, lift them above the head. And exhale through the mouth, sweep through and let go. Working with your own timing in this, you can go as fast or as slow as you want. Letting all the resistance and the tension off the body. One more time here. Inhale, bring yourself back up. Let's take ourselves down to the mat now. Inhale, reach up nice and high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, as we step back into our downward facing dog. Drop down onto the knees. Take the legs out to the side as we bring our feet round in front of us. Come up to the front of the mat and set ourselves up in boat pose. One more core exercise here. As we come back onto the sit bones, pick up the right leg, pick up the left leg. Can you straighten the legs? Breathe here in through that core. Feel the engagement and gently make your way down to the mat. Bring the knees into the chest, gently rocking from side to side. Let's set up for our bridge pose now. So coming down onto the back, take the fingertips, touch the heels and set the heels hip distance apart. Knees are standing. Ground the hands down, the palms onto the mat to help you with your stability. Open out through the shoulders so you can feel the shoulders, the backs of the shoulder blades touching the mat. Tuck the chin to feel the length of the spine. Come into some pelvic rocks here. As you inhale, roll the tailbone forward, rocking the pelvis towards you. Exhale, roll the tailbone away from you, feeling that gap in the back open up. Few more rounds here. As you roll forward, can you squeeze as you bring that tailbone rolling up? Squeezing into all the lower pelvic muscles here. Exhale to release, relax. Roll the tailbone away, opening up that gap in our back. Few more rounds here, working with your breath to the movement. Feel the squeeze right up into the inside of the legs here and the adductors. And exhale to release, rocking the tailbone back to the mat. One more round. And exhale to release. Coming into a flat back now, let's come into our bridge pose, our final pose. On your inhale, feel your back grounding into the mat. Feel all the vertebrae along the mat. Exhale, pick up the hips, roll them up towards the knees, rolling up onto the shoulders here. Feel the knees hip distance apart, not that they're turning in or opening out. Feel yourself pressing down through the heels. Inhale to lift a little higher and exhale to roll back down one vertebra at a time. Back settles back onto the mat. Take an inhale and exhale here. On your next exhale, pick up your hips, rolling up into bridge again. Come up onto the shoulders. Inhale, lift the hips a little higher. Press down strongly through the heels of the feet, engage through the knees, hip distance apart. And exhale to roll back down one vertebra at a time. Take a full inhale and exhale here. Prepare yourself on your next inhale. And when you're ready this time, take the arms and the hips, lift them up. The arms come up and over the head. Take a nice full deep inhale and exhale here. Inhale to prepare yourself and exhale to roll down vertebrae. Arms come back over and rest back on the mat. Taking 2 more rounds in your own breath to your movement. Lifting up on your exhale, reaching the arms overhead. Reach through the fingertips on the inhale, lift up higher with the hips, and exhale to roll back out again. Arms and hips come back to the mat. One more round here. Lift up on the exhale. Arms reach overhead. Inhale to reach through the fingertips. Lift higher in the hips. And exhale to flow back to the mat. Bring the knees into the chest. Rock gently from side to side. Setting up for our lying twist here as the knee comes into the chest, the right knee comes into the chest, the left leg extends along the mat. Take the outside of the right knee of the left hand and guide it across the extended leg. Look out to the right arm as you set it into a T shape, looking to the right palm. Close down the eyes. Take 3 breaths here. Take another inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, bring the knee back into the chest, switching sides here. Right leg extends nice and long. Left knee squeezes up into the chest. Take the outside of the left knee with the right hand guided across the extended leg. Reach out in a T shape with the left hand. Look to the left palm. Come into a lying twist on this side. Again, bring your awareness back into your breath. Inhale deep into the belly. Exhale, let the belly fall back to the spine. Take another full round of breath here. On your next inhale, bring the head and the body back to center. Bring both knees into the chest. Gently rock from side to side. Let's finish with the happy baby. Bring the knees into the armpits as we take the outer edges of the soles of the feet with our hands. Gently rocking from side to side here as we press the knees into the armpits. Maybe you'd like to walk out through the legs, straightening one as you bend the other and switching sides. Straightening out through them both. Opening them out as wide as you can. And on your next inhale, bring the legs back together. Bring the knees into the chest. Bring the head up to the knees. Give yourself a loving hug here. Nice big squeeze. And exhale out into your Shavasana. Take a few moments here. Let go of the breath by exhaling through the mouth. Release the last of the tension out of the body. Close down the eyes for just a few moments here to let go of the thoughts that pass through the mind. And just settle into the body. Where can you soften? Take these few precious moments to just be away from the to-do list, away from the demands of the day. How can you soften the body just that little bit more so it falls into a deep relaxation? With loving awareness, gently observe your thoughts. Gently bring your awareness back into the body. Sparkle through the fingers and toes. Bring your awareness to your breath by giving yourself a nice big stretch through the inhale. Reach through fingertips right to toes and make yourself as long as you can. And exhale, bring the knees into the chest, into one more loving hug here. Roll over onto the right hand side. Take a moment in pose of new beginnings. Feel into the body and the breath. When you're ready, gently press your way up to a comfortable seat. Bring your hands to your heart. In Anjali Mudra, bow to the heart. Take a moment here to send 3 beautiful big breaths in and out through the heart. Bring to your awareness the sensation of gratitude. Send that gratitude to oneself for taking these precious moments in your day to come home to the self. Send that gratitude out into the world. And when you're ready to close your practice, we close by saying Namaste. Thank you, ladies. I hope you enjoyed your little practice. I'll repeat this process, being that this is a first time, and I can add a few more exercises in, especially if you'd like to feedback with me about what you would like to see a little more of, and I can give you another practice. I'm thinking we went way over those 15 minutes, but I feel that you can just stop at any time you like. Once I got started, there's so much I want to share with you. So I'm missing our classes and our connection, and I'm hoping that you both are keeping each other company. And it's nice being here in the Catlins. As you can see, I've got a beautiful space to do my yoga in, and it's very peaceful and a very calm place, and it feels good to be home on the land. So much to do. Anyway, keep in touch. Enjoy. Thank you.